insights that I took away from today's lunch was, in particular, everyone has difficulties in their career, whether it be something particularly focused on your job or your family or something else. So you're not alone in the sense that you face adversity, but then the way you can get through that is a really important step in building yourself personally, I guess, also progressing your career. And then the role that mentors play in assisting that process. So some of the great mentors I had, they've been at every stage of my career. So I started my tax career at the tax office, and one of my first mentors there was in the litigation team. Her name was Jane Damien. She's still around as well. I still catch up with her, and she really showed me the ropes and took me through all these things that I had no idea about, being brand new. And still to this day, I give the lessons that she gave me to other people that I work with now. So she was a big part of me enjoying tax and moving through tax. And then probably another one of my great mentors was when I moved to Perth with PwC. There was the partner that I worked there was Rachel Munro, and she was fantastic. She really supported my career and brought me up through the ranks and made sure I was doing really well. She was working part-time and had young kids, and I'd obviously moved to a new city and had young kids, and she really understood that and helped me grow. And look, I'd be remiss if I didn't say Eddie Musa was. So I think probably one of the key themes from all three mentors was run your own race. So don't look sideways in your career. Don't compare you to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. You do your own thing, and that's how you really shine. If you're trying to be someone else, people can sense that, and you can sense it as well, and you'll never reach your full potential. I think the future of tax is going to be a lot more focused on digital solutions. So obviously the presentation we saw today from the panel about how technology is changing the tax function, you see that on sort of both sides of the tax fence, both the ATO being much more technology savvy and using that in their processes, and then clients also wanting that in the delivery of their advice and their processes. So I think that's going to be a key theme for the next at least 5 to 10 years. Education and upskilling has been really important in career development. I think particularly in tax, it's super technical and there's lots to learn. So particularly making sure that you're up to date on training and latest developments and things like that, and always looking at a variety of sources to get that information from. So the Tax Institute does great papers and great conferences, and they're always great for getting up to speed on what's happening in the market and what's happening in this kind of the technical space coming up as well. But without those skills, you kind of can't be a tax practitioner. You need to have the technical ability first, and then kind of build everything else around it. One piece of advice I would give is always look for new opportunities and to develop yourself in new ways. Tax is great because you kind of touch on so many things in your career that in that context, always seeking out those opportunities is really good to help develop you and build. And look, as well, if tax is not ultimately for you, and a lot of people make that decision, at least you've had some exposure to all different parts of the commercial world, and you can make a decision based on that.